As I sit here deaf in my left ear, I think once again how I ignore certain health problems. This left ear is filled, this ear right here, it's filled with wax. That's not painful. Pain usually signifies that it's infected. No, it's just full. And it's like right in front of the hole or something. I can't really hear very well. It's happened before. And all I have to do is get some water and rush it through the ear. And I have the squeeze dropper with me. I've been rather lazy about it. So I've been deaf for partially deaf. It's been off and on because I think it's a ball of wax that either sometimes pushes against the hole or moves out of the way. But it's probably been that way for the past week and a half to 2 weeks, or it's really been noticeable. But it has not been painful. It's just been an inconvenience. And that's just something, if I don't feel that sense of impending doom or a lot of pain, I'll ignore it. I've been doing that a lot, even with my teeth. Every so often when I eat the wrong sugary food, even like an orange, it'll make the whole upper teeth area hurt. It's like they all have cavities. And when I bite on the upper molar and the back, it feels like it's about to break off when I bite on certain things too hard. I think it's like all worn out inside, and it's just barely holding on by maybe a side or something. But I'll ignore them. I'll let them slide. I mean, I have to. That's the process of aging. You let certain health conditions slide. I never really did that before. I mean, in my 20s, I used to think I was too healthy. I felt too healthy, and I would do stupid things to try to destroy it. Like I tried drinking alcohol periodically and stuff. I felt like I was on top of the world. But I had that attitude until about age 30, where I had this terrible health accident where I drank a choke cherry slurry, and it ripped out the whole inside of my stomach, and I just had terrible heartburn for like 3 years after that. So through my early 30s, I was extremely cautious about everything. I mean, I didn't work. I was really just trying to recover my health. I think it takes a long time for the stomach to recover, and it's not 100%. I think I'm more vulnerable to certain foods now than I used to be. But after age 30, when I had that accident, I had a series of problems, and it got to the point where I just had to start ignoring some and just seeing if they'd work themselves out. And sometimes they do. Like I've had a knee injury that lasted a year. I tried all kinds of different things, icing it and heating it and putting magnet therapy on it, and then copper therapy. I don't know. They seemed to maybe work, but it was only temporary. I had a copper wristband once for an injury on my wrist. Actually, it was my right wrist because it's from video game playing too much. It was the mouse hand, playing too much World of Warcraft and tanking instances. I hurt my wrist, and that lasted a year and a half until I put the copper bracelet on, and then the pain reduced by like 80% or so, it seems. But a lot of these pains and problems, health problems, seem to come and go. This earwax, though, that's a mechanical problem. That's just not going to go away on its own. No matter how many magnets I put there, it's not going to the magnets aren't going to loosen it up. I really need to get in there and squeeze some warm water in there. And there's not a lot of bathrooms I can really do it at. I think maybe I could do it at this library bathroom. I'm going to have to get in there. I don't want to bother with cold water. So I want to try to warm up and loosen that wax more instead of cool it down, and that just makes it more difficult with cold water. Yeah, other health problems. I I got all kinds of little health problems that are kind of embarrassing to talk about beyond what I just mentioned, that I just ignore.